Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bridges podcast. Thank you for listening. I'm Kasana, and I'm the Public Relations Coordinator for Student Bridges. Daniela.
Hi, I'm Daniela. I'm the Events Coordinator for Student Bridges.
Hi, I'm Randy. I'm the Undergraduate Program Coordinator for Student Bridges.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm the Retention Mentorship Coordinator for Student Bridges.
Hey everybody, I'm Tasia. I'm the Policy and Advocacy Coordinator for Student Bridges.
Danielle, if you want privacy, you can use my sewing.
Mom, I'm on a podcast.
Privacy, you can use
Okay.
sewing.
The first question.
Yeah. Was it the favorite memories from from this past year?
Yeah.
That was Daniela's lovely question. If anybody wants to start it off.
Like the school year or like the whole year?
Are we talking like SB specific or
Anything, just whatever comes to mind. And this school year until it got interrupted by all of this stuff.
mine was homecoming.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite memories. That was a fun day.
What was fun about it?
Is this like like what type of what kind of answer can I give?
Inappropriate one.
Inappropriate?
And appropriate
Oh.
one.
Oh, so then I'm just gonna leave it at homecoming was a good day. If you know, you know at that point.
Nah, it was fun though. Like just going from the float then to the actual like party itself in the lot, and everybody was just like together and hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
The float was the issue.
It wasn't an issue. It started the day off, but the day got better. We really tried last minute with that float.
I heard the driver was crazy. Like he was just speeding and did not care.
Our driver was cool. He was calm. He was our man.
Or maybe it was a Soka Floats driver. That was crazy.
Well, Soka is crazy. I feel like he probably was just matching energy. Kasana, what was your favorite memory?
I'm still thinking about that. I don't know. I think just chilling with my friends. They were all in one centralized place, so that was nice. And now it's the complete opposite. We're social distancing, and I think we're missing that interaction a little bit. Now I just think I'm very contained in one place, which is weird.
Concept was like female empowerment. So from our video to the actual performance, like everything was all female empowerment songs, and we had like quotes overlaid and stuff that were all about like female empowerment. So it's personally one of like my favorite mixes that we've ever done, and the message was dope. And I didn't realize that performance would be the last performance that I had with my team, so it's bittersweet, but that's my favorite memory.
Asia,
Yep.
Team are you on? What's the name of it?
Oh, it's the Duck Fusion Dance Team. Go follow. Plug.
Does your dance team? Oh, I have a question. Does your dance team like have tryouts, or is it like the same people?
Yeah, we have tryouts in the fall, like right after NSO. So we perform. If you guys remember that, like showcase at NSO, All Voices, we always perform at that, and then we have auditions like usually the week after.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just was thinking, oh, I saw that video. I remember seeing it all over Instagram the day that you guys dropped it. It was like at Hagus Mall.
Yeah, that was our intro video. So the cool thing about Columbia Showcase is that they let teams show like an intro video. So people get creative with it. Like they'll put in real high production and stuff. Shout out to our girl, Rachel Swanberg, because she directs, edits, and shoots that whole thing. So every year. So yeah, she's dope.
I think one of my favorite memories was the Student Bridges Christmas party.
Oh, that's true.
Like at Jadalis' house?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Got on my
Yeah,
gift.
really sweaters.
Yeah,
That was
that's fun.
That was like a historic day too, because the girl who won was Miss South Africa, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow, look at that.
Wow. I
Okay.
forgot all about that.
that
Y'all,
was fun to watch that with you guys. That was like a moment.
Yeah.
It's
y'all,
I
robbed,
felt so into it.
That was really good.
yeah.
That was fun.
y'all
I also
robbed me of
like
my gift twice.
what?
Y'all robbed me of my gift twice.
Mad.
What was it?
Okay.
What was it that we did? What is that called? Yankee what?
Swap.
Yankee.
Yankee Swap or White Elephant or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, Emily stole
Right.
my journal, but it's okay.
Okay, but technically it wasn't your journal because I don't even think you got it to begin with. I think Randy
Oh
had
yeah, I stole it from somebody else. I stole it from Randy. Oh yeah. Oh,
if we
sorry,
wanna get
Randy.
technical about it.
You're right. You're right.
Emily, have you been writing in that journal?
I have actually, thank you.
Aw,
Okay.
Respect my name, thank you.
a nice journal.
Yeah, thanks, Asia.
You writing?
More like thanks, Randy.
I know, I was gonna say thanks, Randy. Randy was hurt.
He was.
Yeah, because I could only take so much.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. I forgot.
I was gonna ask Emily, what do you write in your journal? Not specifics, of course, but like, you
Oh,
know.
I was like, I mean, like, I've been reading a lot, like being home. So sometimes I'll write down like quotes because I hate when people write in books. Like, I hate that so much. So I'll write the quotes that I like down in the journal as opposed to writing in the book. And, you know, like my thoughts and stuff, like, clearly this is not precedented times. So
Mm.
I have to write somewhere or I like at least like get it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I write that too.
When you sort of like when you journal and kind of like vent, do you do that often, or is that like in the moment like you need to get it out?
I mean, sometimes like I used to be really consistent with it, like at school, but I kind of fell off with it. So now it's more like if I need to do it or if I feel like I just need to get something out at the time. But before I used to journal like every other day, like just because, you know,
So
and I use like colorful pens and stuff like that, you know.
what would you write? Because I'll journal like once or twice a month because my life is just
Really? I mean, Randy, I told you I'll be going through it, so I gotta get it out some way. But I mean, like stuff like that. But also, like, I don't like to have my journal just be like the bad shit that's, oh, sorry, the bad stuff that's going on in my life. Like, I like to write about like the good things too. Cause, like, then for like New Year's, I'll read it. So that I'm like, oh, this is my year. But yeah, I like to write about the good things too.
Mm-hmm.
And Emily, you have a book club that you're doing, right? On Instagram. I've seen stories for that.
Wow, you guys are like interviewing me. I mean, it's not really a book club. It's just me. Nobody else is reading my books that I review. Not that I know of, but yeah, because I used to read a lot when I was younger, and then I fell off with that because like now you have to read for school, and it's not the same. Like reading for pleasure and then reading for school. Even though a lot of the books that like I would have to read for school, I would read on my own time. But like just the fact that I have to read it for school, I'm like, okay. Like I feel like that just takes the fun out of it. But yeah, I read Sula by Toni Morrison. And then I put it on my story like a nice little review. I'm reading what's the name of that book? I don't even know where it is in my room right now. But what hold on. Oh, okay. It's called Becoming Supernatural. I'm reading it because Janae Aiko and Big Sean said that they were reading it and that it's a really good book. And it's kind of like a self-help book, or it definitely is a self-help book, but it's by this guy, Dr. Joe Dispenza, but he uses like, I feel like a lot of self-help books are kind of just like, oh, like do this, but I think like so far, like reading his book, he kind of puts like science into it, which I think is really interesting. I'm taking up a lot of time. I'm sorry. That's my
No, that's cool.
Yes.
but that's the book that I'm reading now. So it's really thick, so I'm not finishing it anytime soon, but it'll be the next book that goes on my story.
Yeah, I went into my attic because a lot of our old books are in there, and I like switched out all my old children's books that I still had with like actual real like adult books, because we had a lot of classics in my house that I never read. So I put them out with the intention of reading them, but I haven't started it yet. But I will. Eventually I will.
Which one are you gonna start with?
My brother has the like complete volumes of Sherlock Holmes, and I wanted to start that one just because I feel like if I can accomplish like a thick book first, then like I'll it'll be easier to do everything else.
No, that's real.
Right now, I'm reading 2 books. One of them is, where is it? Oh, I can't find it. It's called The Wonderful Life of Oscar Wilde. And so Jada, for my birthday last year, bought me this book called Drown. And it's by this Dominican writer. And he's sort of just like, it's kind of like an anthology. Like every book is different, but they're kind of loosely connected. And it's like just kind of him writing about like his own life experiences through other people's eyes. And it's been really interesting because I relate to a lot of the stuff that he's talking about, but because I'm reading about him going through it, I can kind of view it more objectively and like get more out of what I've gone through. And then the second book I'm reading is The Way of the Superior Man, and I actually bought it like off a whim because I was watching a Nipsey Hussle interview before he died, and he recommended it because like his wife recommended it to him. And that's also been very interesting because it's more like philosophical kinda, and like balancing like your energy and how to like how to mesh well with other people and stuff like that.
How do you read 2 books at once? Like, do you just?
I'll get bored. I either get bored of one or like get like burnt out, and then I'll just pick it up. Like I'll just flip between them.
Okay.
I'm halfway through both of them right now, which maybe I just like read one at a time, but
I can't do that. Whether it's books or TV shows, when I'm in it, I'm in it. Like I can't watch multiple or read multiple things at the same time.
I can't either. I just feel like I'll get confused, or I'll think that I'm reading that something happened in one book and then it didn't.
Yeah.
I can do that with shows. I think I have a short attention span. If I don't like something, I'll give it up very easily. Then I'll move on. But I can't do that with books.
what are you?
Because then I'll mix up the details. Does anyone else do that?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was something, but I was just like, is it not clicking?
What are you?
Should we move on to the next question?
Randy asks, what are you watching?
Oh, what am I watching? What am I watching now? I feel like I've just been busy with work, so it was the same thing I was watching. I mean, like homework and stuff, and catching assignments, which I bring up a lot. You know, girls struggling. But yeah, I haven't watched anything since Hunter x Hunter, so I was just watching that, and then I'm in a little pause period where I'm just like doing papers, stuff like that. Do you guys recommend anything?
Listen, is it Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter? Because I hear both.
I say Hunter x Hunter. I think it makes sense that way for me.
Okay.
Because I'm saying, like, what do you guys think?
So, I don't watch. I would say, like, Hunter and Hunter. Is it 2 people or is it 1 person?
But that doesn't sound right at all.
Yeah, I'd have to know what's going on in the show. Yeah.
Never mind. I thought it was 2 people. That's why I said Hunter and Hunter.
Well,
that's like when you see a party flyer and you see like Soul TV X Soka, Soul TV and Soka.
Maybe it's referring to like Kilo and Gon. Those are the 2 hunters that it centers around. But I was just like, you know, when people say X, like I never say like the X. Like I just say the hunter. I just put the two together.
Just look up like a press junket and see how they pronounce it.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a very good question. I'm gonna look it up.
You want to ask the next question?
Oh, let me read it. Okay, if you knew you were leaving campus, what would you have done?
A lot.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know, honestly. Like, what would I have done? Maybe I would have gone out more. Like,
Yeah.
My answer is kind of shallow, but like the outfit that I had on the last night I went out to the bars was bad. Was really bad. So I would have just like did that last night. Like I did my makeup like half drunk. It was bad.
Tasia would have stepped out and it would have been over for everybody.
No way.
No, because it's like the first time I ever went out at UMass, I did not know anything about how to dress for parties. So I literally wore capri leggings, Birkenstocks, a t-shirt, and a jean jacket.
No.
Yeah. Showed up
No.
to Kai and they were like, we don't want you.
No.
Yeah. So I would have wanted to redeem myself, but it is what it is.
I think I would have had a party.
what?
I would have had a party.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know where, but it would have happened.
Marvin's room.
Yeah.
To Marvin's room?
It's Marvin's.
Yeah.
Sunny was talking this day, but she was saying she wishes we would have had, because we didn't till literally Friday afternoon when everybody was already gone. But she wishes that we would have had like actual gathering to say goodbye to the seniors.
Yeah.
Like even anyways, because we didn't know. I think we were also just trying to like pretend like it was. I was at least. But that's what I would have done. I would have had like a big gathering, which we kind of did that in Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like 6 of y'all.
Okay, but it wasn't everybody. Like it was me, Sunny, Scuba, Mines, and Emily,
And Pam.
and Pam. I would have had everybody, Student Bridges, Soul TV.
Yeah. Or just like, I don't know. I don't like not having like some type of closure. And I feel like because everybody left at different times, like there was no like, this is it. Like, like one end thing. It was just like, oh, we're saying bye to people like here and there, like throughout the week.
It also was like pretend goodbyes. It was like, this is funny that this might happen. Like
For real.
Yeah, honestly.
Like at that point, people still weren't like, I still wasn't believing that we were coming back.
Yeah.
I think people were like, I'm coming back even if the dorms aren't open. Like,
I was people. Like, I was like, 2 weeks. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
yeah.
Like, yeah. I just want
sucks too for the people that like come from families where like they like other people haven't gone to college before, like first gen students, because like this is a big deal for them, but they just get a like diploma in the mail, which I think is really sad.
Yeah.
my mom said she's gonna watch commencement online, so I'm not going to that.
I'm not going to that.
How does that work? So they will still, because when I went to commencement last year, you gave them a piece of paper that said your name, and then they read it out there. Because I was like, y'all lazy. Like I was like, that was so lazy. But
I think it's because
so I'm just gonna read it out.
I think it's because they don't think that everybody's gonna go. Like
That's
most
true.
people don't go to commencement, so it's like they don't have to waste their time saying their name.
Yeah.
We just don't keep good track of who's graduating and who's not, because when I went to commencement last year, Nehemiah was on the program, but he was sitting in the stands. Like he wasn't graduating. So I don't think they keep any type of track about who is actually going to watch, who actually is like leaving.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
But the thing is, even if they reschedule commencement, like who's gonna be around like at that time?
We're gonna be all over the country. Like who's gonna in October to
Yeah. It's also like people might have like dead ass jobs and they have to go and take off of work. Like
Guys are starting school again. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
it's all just very crazy.
Like, but what if they don't even allow people back to campus next semester?
I'm thinking that too. That's gonna be wild.
Like, don't make it up. Just don't do it.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna come back next semester. I'm mentally prepared.
Don't say that.
I mean, I don't want that to happen, obviously, but I have to mentally prepare myself for the worst so that I can be pleasantly surprised if it doesn't happen.
But I just don't want to put that into the air because I would genuinely go crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that can't happen.
Corona messed up my summer. It can't mess up my fall too.
Yeah, honestly, especially like SBS and DC got canceled, which breaks my heart for all those
It
kids.
got canceled officially.
It didn't
Yeah.
get canceled. It's just that it's not gonna like we're not gonna be moving to DC together and moving into the house. Like most people are probably gonna have to do their internships like remotely, or if we can't go to DC, it'd be like in July for like a week, maybe.
Yeah, but that's basically canceled in my opinion, dude. Like the whole fun of it was being able to go down there and like experience
Just
the
send
city and meet everybody and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm immune this week.
I hope they set up like I hope they make up for the networking aspect of things for you guys, because that was like half of the trip, like being able to meet UMass alumni that are like doing dope stuff down there.
Happy hours.
Yeah, or happy hours, or
happy hours. I'm gonna get on Zoom, and
there was so many like intern events, like rooftop dinners and all that
Oh
stuff.
wow.
Yeah, like DC does it nice for their interns, so I hope they make up for that in some way.
They're treating y'all right.
Yeah.
The underclassmen, Rebecca said that they would be able to like join the next cohort, which is like nice for them.
Oh, that's really nice.
You can't join that, can you?
Who, me? No, I'll be a senior.
That's what I'm saying. So why did they even say that?
Wait, they would be able to do what?
It makes sense for like the juniors right now and the sophomores. Like it makes sense that they'd be able to join next year's cohort.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
But I'm saying, what about the people that will be seniors?
Oh.
Y'all get dapped up. Dapping y'all up.
Oh man. Wait, Randy, what's happening with your internship? Are you moving on the line?
About that. I haven't got it.
And you're at Lincoln Park Strategies, right? You could do that online, I feel like.
But I don't want to be real. I don't want to. I'm gonna be home like doing Excel sheets for 40 hours a week. Like, what is that? Like,
cut this out. Cut this out of the podcast. Gotta reject.
If we go back to campus in the fall, I'm wilding out. That first weekend.
I'm actually scared because not for nothing, but there's a lot of RAs now that are of color, and I'm genuinely worried for like.
The thing is, y'all are Southwest too, right?
Yeah, like most of us are in Southwest.
I was on Twitter and I think it was Philip was trying to say that Sylvan, the new area. It's not, bro.
I think
tell himself to make it through it, then okay.
I think in time, if everybody strategically planned it could happen. Oh, wow. But if it's like two people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna move," nobody's doing it.
Okay, I said central.
As be central though.
As an RA from Sylvan.
I lie.
Sylvan's not that bad. Sylvan's not that bad. Listen, you have privacy. There's fire pits in front of the building. There's a basketball court. There's a parking lot right there. Like, Sylvan's just not that bad. People gas it because it's ugly, and it is ugly, and the rooms are small.
Mm-hmm.
The bathrooms suck, but everything else, like if everybody moved to Sylvan and was living in suites.
But you would take out privacy. You would have to take privacy out for like everybody moved over there.
You're thinking too much into it. Now you're thinking too much.
You know what? If it wasn't for the fact that it was so extremely far away from everything, 10, 15-minute walk from Worcester, ugly small rooms, bad bathrooms.
Damn right.
Bad vibes. If it wasn't for all that, then maybe
bad vibes. Wow.
Randy said if it wasn't for all that.
It's not bad vibes. In life, you have to approach things like you're gonna be put in precarious situations. You just have to approach it with an open mind. So I approached Sylvan with the open minds, and I got rewarded. Like I don't think I had a terrible time.
Yeah, I would say
If
this
you're in
was not
Sylvan, you're
essential.
that much.
I ended up liking it. It
What?
was good. The energy was okay. People were
But
like,
you're living in Sylvan, you're closer to the UMPD. I would keep that in mind.
Asia, we don't. That's the opposite of what we want.
No, you're gonna have a whole bunch of students of color in Sylvan.
Would be lit. Listen,
By PD.
Yes.
Randy,
What?
didn't used to hear on the winds McNamara go up with all the freshmen in there in their suites?
It was like two dudes blasting music out one speaker, and it sounds lit. It sounds lit, right? But when you go in, it's probably just literally that one suite. They're playing music really loud. Everybody else is like asleep. But I don't want to lie to these people.
Bad. It's a long walk.
And it's also like people are literally ninjas. Like I would multiple times be in the elevator with a suite mate and ask them what floor they were going, and they would say 4, and we would just walk into the suite together.
I did that with my resident. And they put it on my community feedback form.
"Are you serious?"
Wow.
You're like, my RA was in the elevator and she asked me what floor to go. She didn't even recognize me. And when I read it, I was like, that was me. Because I remember she was like, I was like, what floor? 3. I was like, bet, going to the same floor. I clicked it, and then she's following me to my room. Like, why is she following me? And then comes out.
I didn't meet my RA until I did my RA interview.
I never even met my RA once. Like, I don't respond to her emails. I never did a feedback form. Never showed up to a floor meeting. Like, I don't even know what she looks like.
Suck. I feel like if you don't meet your RA, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Because they be hosting events, so.
They do. RAs do a lot of work. Like, boards in and of itself is tough, man.
I'm excited to do that. Randy, I can't wait to see your board.
Why she say it like that? That's crazy.
Randy, how rate your creativity levels on a 1 to 10?
0, but you know what? I bookmarked a tweet thread on Twitter of board ideas, okay?
Wow.
You can do a board of tweet threads.
It's going to be superb. My bulletin boards have been trashed since sophomore year, and I do not care.
Really? My bulletin boards
I'm going to go hard for my first board, but then after that, I don't know what's going to happen.
My first board is really going to like do a good job of introducing myself to my residents, because it's going to be one I saw on Twitter, and it was just like a bunch of mirrors on the wall, and then it was like, this person is responsible for their grades, this person is responsible for the like, just like it was like a bunch of like little statements underneath it, and it's just like the answer was you, like you're looking at the person in charge, like you are.
That's funny.
I like that. That would have been nice to look at walking to class.
Just reminding.
Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Come back for more podcasts.